So okay guys, so in the last class actually we have been learned about so what is array and so how do we store the data in array, so on, right? So this is what we have learned. So what is array and why we will be storing the data in the array and in what format we will be storing the data in array, and in memory location when you are taking the array data, how to take the data, that is from the zeroth index value you will be taking the first value. So this is how we take, I told, right? So and I told you that in today's class like we will be learning that some of the array methods. So what are the array methods that which we will be learning for today is, so I'll just show you some of the array methods that which we will be learning. Okay. Mm, sorry. So these are some of the array methods that which we will be learning. So I'll just add to my PPT. Mm, And the next thing that we will be learning is string method. So even I'll take that one. Okay. So coming to this array method, that is array method. So do you have anything like about what is length and like basically like what is length, what is width and all, right? The meaning of basic that is length, height, width, based on that like which we have done. So similarly, in while taking or while as I told you, right, since that is an fixed data of an element, you cannot add the data or you cannot delete the data from the array. So if you can also, but you can do the deletion and insertion. So how does you do that one? So that one we'll be learning. So I'll just copy the previous array and I'll just write over here. I'll uncomment and I'll just run my server. So there are some methods, okay. So that is nothing but first method. Uh, Actually there are many methods that which we will be using, but I'll let you know what are the methods that are important and which you will be regularly using, and for which all the methods that what how does it work. So let us see one by one. So the first method is nothing but array length. So actually this array length method that we have already been used. So where we have used, anyone can tell where we have used this array length. So I'll just take console.log and I'll take array dot length method. So how to take this array dot length method? So this is nothing but whatever the array name is there, right? I'll be taking array and the I'll be taking when whatever the array name and the length. So when just I go and if I just go over here, See, the length of the array is nothing but 10. So that only I'm getting 10. So if I just reduce my length, it is changed to 9. So this is nothing but it shows the length of the array. Any doubts in this? So this one you have already used, correct, right? Guys, I need an answer. Yeah. So any doubts in this array.length? Like why you will be using this method? And this is nothing but there is another thing, that is toString. So array of toString, that is our next method that we are going to see. So for that actually I'll be creating one of my string. Okay, so let even this also be, and I'll just take, that is, let fruits is equals to, I'll take just apple, orange. So this is nothing but a string, and mango. So I'll just take three things, that is apple, orange, and mango. And now if I want to just access, if I want to apply for this one, so what I'll be doing? Anyone can answer? Console.log. How to access this array? Guys, I don't know how to access this array. Anyone tell me? Hmm? How to access? Guys, how to access? Huh? What is the name? Okay. Fruits dot. So what is the method that we are using? No, not array dot length. The second method I told. ToString. Yeah. So how to use this ToString, and what will be our output if we use ToString? Let us see. Array is not defined. Why it is? Mm, okay. I'll just do it over here only. So here I'll just start even my DOM part, okay? That is document dot get element by ID. So whenever we are just taking the ID, that is whenever if I am giving ID over here, uh, okay, I'll take the same thing. So I'll just take one div, or I'll make this as h1, and even h1 I'll make this h1. So I'll directly display over here. I don't need console log, console.log. So I'll just come and I will just print here h1 and dot inner HTML. So whenever you want to print the data inside this HTML, right, using the JavaScript, so at that time what you will be doing, you will be just printing, that is inner HTML of what you will be printing. So again, so inner HTML is nothing but whenever you want to print the data inside this one. Okay, and so I'll just comment this button also, you will come to know. And now dot again, so what we need to do, so inner HTML is equals to fruits dot to string method. So why am I not getting the data? I'll just take this. Yeah, see, am I getting the data? Hmm. See, I'm getting the data, right, the two string. So there's nothing but two string is nothing but two string just returns an array of like whatever the thing, whatever the data it is there, right, whatever the data it is there inside the array, it returns as in the form of string. Okay, so for that we will be using this two string method. I'll just spread this and I'll keep this one. And our next method is nothing but I'll be using one more data, that is console.log, and inside the console.log I'll just take fruits dot to. Sorry, I am taking console.log. I'll just copy this one only. Okay, see, I'm getting mango so why am I getting mango over here? Anyone can answer. So this method is nothing but, yeah, so how this method work in the sense, also I'll also give my definitions over here, so we'll just come to know. For the first one, it returns the what all the array it is there, right, that one it will return. So what all the things that are there over here, that is what all the things that the array contains only that strings it will return. So the definition I can tell you is it can return an array as a common string. Common Okay, so it just returns you. So see, whenever I just use this, I'll comment this one. See, it one will just return you the common string. So whatever it is not you don't think that it is just printing this whole thing. Okay, so if you don't give comma also it will print. It is just returning the common string whatever it is there. So you might ask, sir, what if I just print here 1? It will just print as a string only. Okay, so whenever you just take all these things, it will just convert all the things to the string and just it will print to string. This is nothing but it converts all the thing and it will be printing to the string. I think you understood, right? It will just convert all the things to the string, whatever it may be. It may be in character type or anything it may be. It will just convert it to string. So you, if I just write it in the float manner, also see it is converting it in the form of string. Okay, so it will just round the value and then it will print it. So any doubts in this? The first method. So I'll just write the definition for the second one. This one is nothing but, first one I'll comment it off. So for this one, so what is our next method? Anyone can frame the definition for this one? Hmm?
It fetches the element from the array based on the index number.
Yeah, okay. So it fetches the array index value based on the value passed inside the method. Index value based on, so whatever the value you pass inside over here, based on that it will be giving the data. Correct, right? Any wrong in this definition? It fetches the array index value based on the value passed inside the method. Okay, so this method is done. So you came to know what is the function of this method. So what is our next method that which we have? So we have something called as, that is like, join method. So I'll just copy from here to here and I'll just change this dot to, this is equals to join. So what is the meaning of join method, guys? So you will just join this to the array. So whatever the data you add over here, for example, I'll be adding 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it is just joining for all the data. So I'll just remove for you this thing. See, it is just adding the data for all the things. Correct, right? Is it adding? See, and another thing that you can notice, what is the thing that you are able to notice over here? Hmm? Each and every element in the array, but why for this one it is not? It is not add joining for over here. Are you able to see the last one, that is mango? So if I write any data over here, so it is getting added, but for high it is not getting added. So are you able to see? It is not able to add over here. And this one also you should just note down. For the last data, it will not be getting added. For all these things, it is getting added. Are you able to see? Hmm? So what is the definition that we can frame, guys? So we can just tell the definition as that. So whenever use any the data we pass will be added to the array. This is one point, and the data will whatever we enter will be added to the is same array. I cannot tell actually. So between the element added pt between the element. Okay. So for an example, I'll just copy this one only and I'll write it over here. So this will be your notes also. So that only I'm writing so many things. Okay. So instead of this, I'll write something called plus, or I'll write underscore in my output. So you'll just come to know. So when I pass over here just one underscore, see, am I able to get that? So this will be useful like whenever you are passing the underscores. You got it right, because see there is no use of passing the underscore at the last and the first. Correct, right? So in between the elements, so what all the elements that which we have, in between this only this will be added. So any doubts in this one? Okay. So I'll just comment this one and I'll take another method, that is, so what is our next method? So our next method will be push and pop. So like what is like push and pop? That is nothing but we just push the data and we just like what if I want to just take some data and this is another interview question that everyone will ask, and this is an what I can tell important thing. What is, so I'll just write important difference between that is nothing but push method and the pop method. Okay, so this is one of the important question, like regularly they ask for anything when it comes under the methods. So the basic question they ask. So you need to remember this two things, okay? That is nothing but the push and pop method. So anyone have any idea like what is push and what is pop? Have you just gone through that? Hmm? Anyone? Anyone, guys? Guys, I'm asking you only. Hmm? So pop method is nothing but it removes the what I can tell. So which one it has been removed? Hmm? Which one it has been removed now? See, it has been removed the data of the last data of the array. So you can just write removes the last data array. So it is just removing. So you might just ask, sir, it is just printing, right? Whether how to know whether it is just removing or not. So for that again I'll print, that is document dot get element by id, and I'll just print my array in h2 tag. I'll just go over here, h2 tag id, and I'll take h2 dot. How to print inside? What we need to use? What do we need to use if I want to print inside the h2 tag? We'll be using inner html, that is equals to what should I print now if I want to get the data? Hmm? So after removing the data, so if I want to know what is the data it is there inside the array, what we should do? We should just print fruits, right? See, this one has been removed before the previous thing, so I'll just write the same line before this one, and I'll mention this as 3. You can just check it out, h3 tag, and I'll make id is equals to h3. See, it was like apple, orange, mango, and high, right? But we changed it to, since it is not matching, like just we are removing high. What is the data now? You are getting this one. So using the pop method, we'll be removing the data. Okay. So using which method we'll be removing the data? Using the pop method, we'll be removing the data. So, and what is the use of push? Hmm? What is the use of push method? Anyone knows?
To add data.
I didn't get you.
To add data.
Okay. So let us see whether it is to add the data or what. So I'll just use push method. So what is the use of that? We'll just check it. I'll copy this line and I'll paste it. I'll just uncomment this, and I'll make this data as fruits dot push. So what is the data I should push? So I'll be just pushing some data, that is something. Why am I not able to? Why it is printing 5? Okay, hmm, I don't know why it is printing 5 actually. Let me check it out. Any spell wrong? Okay, actually it is adding the data in the fifth element, that is in the form of 5, but I'll just print after this. I'll just take this and I'll just print it, and I'll uncomment this one. I'll make it as 1. See, actually it is adding in the data in the last. Okay, so this is nothing but we should frame the definition. Data last index. Okay, so it will just add the data in the last index. Okay, so as you told that definition is, it will whatever the thing that we give, no, it will just add the data, but where it will be adding the data, it will be adding the data in the last of the index. So for example, if I just remove this data, so see, it is printing in the fourth index. Okay, so it is just printing in the last index, that is 0 1 2 3, that is fourth place. So it is not taking the index value, actually the last, I can tell. So I'll just correct my definition at the last, or else I can tell at the last, or I can just tell both at the end of the array. So both the things are correct. So any doubts on this? And the next thing is, so I'll just copy this, both the things. So Pavan, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between push and pop? Pavan? Okay, Aman, what is the difference between push and pop?
Pop is
Hmm.
removing the last data of the array. Push is adding the data in the last of the index.
Okay, adding the data the end of the array or index. Okay, it is correct. Just be confident when you are telling, that's all. Hmm. So actually these are simple definitions, but this one only you will not remember when there is an interview. Okay, so just you guys need to practice all these things. I'll also be sharing this file for you. And usually, so these are the methods. So these are the methods, like when it will be required, in the sense. So imagine like you want to delete, you have written so many data, and you have just added different things. So methods are nothing. So first of all, what are the methods, guys, according to you? Anyone can answer? Hmm? What are methods? Anyone can answer, by the way. Hmm?
Ways of performing any operations on the array.
Mm. Okay, but over here, actually, methods are nothing but these all are like predefined, and we will just what like for once if methods are nothing but it is similar to the functions only. But in this, what they have done in the sense, they have already written that function, and they will be just giving in the form of methods. So methods are nothing but like, see, they have stored in one of the thing. So for example, if we want to write any function, that what we will be doing, we will just take one of my function, that is function. And how to call this function? Hmm? How to call this function? For example, I'll just take a function. So if we want to call the function, we use a of so on, right? So if any parameters are there, we'll be passing the parameters. Similarly, for this one also, what we'll be doing, we'll be passing the parameters. So they have written the functions, that is nothing but a method. So this is nothing but we tell it as function call, right? So similarly, like that only, even they would have been written, and they would have been, it is already predefined. Okay, the functions are already predefined, and that one we are using, that is nothing but kind of methods that which we are been using. Okay, so these are the things that which we will be using. So any doubts in this? So any doubts like how the methods are being used in our projects and so on? Hmm? Guys,
No,
any
sir.
doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So, and if any corrections that you want to do while when I am teaching, you can just also let me know. Okay. So, and the next thing that the next method that which we will be using is something called as shift. So what is the use of shift? We'll just let know. That is shift. So what is the meaning of shift, guys? Usually, so what is the thing that you are able to see over here? Hmm? Shift. How? What is the changes that you can see? By seeing the output only, you can frame the definition. What is the thing? You don't imagine the what I can tell method name. You just see the output and just tell. See, before output also, I'll just
It
show you.
removes
Removing
the
first
element.
element.
Yeah,
First element. Yeah.
just a minute. I'll write here h3. See, this is our first thing. As you told, it is removing the first data. Correct, right? So I'll make this 1, and this one as 2, and this one as 3. Yeah, it is removing the first data. Right? Correct, right? So what is the data now? It is remind. It is C, fruit. So apple has been removed. So actually, the definition for this one is nothing but it first So this is what the definition you guys told. So it removes the date, that is, it removes the first element of the array, but also, and it shifts the other to the left side. Okay, so it removes, actually, okay, it removes and it just shifts all the data to the left side. So what is the thing in the sense, since it is removing the data, since it is removing this data, in it just shifts all this data to the next side. So that only have just given in this format. So actually what they expect is the definition which you tell should be meaningful, and the proper answer. You can also tell only this much, but it should just convince them, the interviewer, because some of the interviewer will might also ask you the proper definitions also. So it depends upon the interviewer, like how he is, and how you will be how he on the mood. Like we'll tell, like if the mood is correct, you will be getting the job so easily, or else you will not be, what how much whatever the efforts you give also. So that only you just prepare your definitions bit good. So your definitions are good, but just make it as more what I can tell, more perfect. So I'll just copy this, and the another one is, so what is our next method? That is unshift. So how this unshift is working? Anyone can tell this definition? Hmm?
It adds element to the front of the array.
Okay. So actually, we'll just check this one without adding this data. That is this one. I'll comment it. Okay. For this one, I'm adding the data, and I'll be adding high. So it is adding the data in front of the, or else yeah, in front of the array. So the definition I can frame, that is, okay, it adds the data in the front of the array, or at the start, anything can make. And the next thing is, so these are actually the basic methods that you will be using, and you can also just go through these methods that are there. So delete method, you can, by there only you can just tell it is for deleting, and so we can also just try off all these things. And the similarly in the like where it is in the array also, guys, but here see, it is like lowercase, uppercase, and all. So I'll just do this, and I'll complete here some 10 of the array, 10 of the string methods, and I'll forward this in the group. Okay, so you just try that, and you just check it out. So when you guys try that, right, you will just come to know what is the main use of doing, because since I am doing that, I'll only come to know like what all to do and how to do. So practically you will not learn. So okay, so I'll just complete all the array methods, and I'll also explain you about this string methods, but I'll not be showing you in the practically how it is getting executed. Just I'll explain you how what is the use of those methods. Okay, so is it fine, or I need to teach all the string methods also? Guys, reply na. So here what I'll be doing again, I'll be just taking this one, that is the delete method. Why am I not getting any solution? Delete. So what one should I delete? So how to delete, guys? Why this is not working actually? See, I have just used delete and I am writing mango. It is not getting deleted. Why it is not working? Anyone?
We
Why?
should mention index number.
Okay. Mm. It is not working. See, because like why it is not working in the sense, delete is a method that which we call like this. It will not be using delete method uh, like that. Okay, so just what we'll be doing, because we'll just use delete space fruit and the index number. Okay, so we have used the index before the data was so, and we have been delete the first index, that is what is that in the first index value apple. So we have deleted apple, right? So what how to delete, we will be using the delete command in this format. Okay, we cannot just use delete method and then we can delete. So we need to delete, when we want to delete the data we will be using in this format, not like that. Okay, so I think you guys understood. Any doubts? Like we cannot just go over here previously as we did for like shift, unshift, pop, so on. No, like that we will not be able to delete. So this one is nothing but it will completely delete the data, whatever the thing it is there. So again if I just print that one, print the same array, you will not be able to get that. Any doubts? See, it is printing the complete data of the first thing, and if you want to print delete the first one, it will be deleting even that. Okay, and I'll just remove this commas, actually we don't want this. See, okay, wait. What is the error actually we are seeing? There is some error. Okay, we didn't mention over here. Yeah, see, if I just mention 2, the mango has been removed. So this is how it is. See, it is just deleting the in the sense it is just removing the data, but the comma also remains over here. See, so any doubts in delete method, how to call and so on. So delete method is nothing but it deleting the elements. Okay, so deleting the elements undefined. So whatever the data it has been defined, that one only we will be deleting. So I think so this one also you don't have any doubt. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me. You guys just practice once, so at that time your doubts get clears. Okay. And what is the next thing is, that is like nothing but concatenation. So concat, there is some method called as concat. So let us also just see that one. So before that, that is, I'll just copy this concat. Okay, so even this concatenation method you will be just using concat. So usually, like, what is the meaning of concatenation, guys? Hmm? Guys, what is the meaning of concatenation?
It joins
Yeah.
two elements.
So here what I'll be doing is, I'll be just taking one const add is equals to whatever the array name, and I'll just make this as function, and I'll be writing the data for that. So how does this happen? So I'll just write f, and I'll be just printing the data over here, add. So what is the thing that you can just see, what is the thing that I have done? So I'll just take this data over here. Let me see who will just find out what is the thing I've done by seeing this code. I'll show the output also. Let me see who will just find this. So what is
It is
what I've done?
concatenating fruit and add array, and it is getting stored in the array called array, and the output is the array, like the concatenate of fruits and add is stored in array, and it is the result itself is a array.
Okay, so actually what I'm doing is I'm adding this to this array, that is nothing but whatever the add have taken this array method, I'm adding to this one. So this one, how, but I need to show you guys, right? So for that I'm taking one of the variable and I'm assigning this value. So this is nothing but, so this is added, totally it is added. Since I want to print it, I am just using the array and I am just printing it. Okay, so for that I'm for this is one, for that I'll be using one of the variable, and for that variable I'll be printing it. So this is nothing but, this is not a new array, it is added to this array only. Again I am just changing this name to this one. Why here I didn't make this as const? Okay, no confusions, let us be let only. So this one will be assigned over here. Okay, so whatever the data is there, that will be assigned over here. So this also I can just print it. What if I just print it directly? Sorry. See, I'm getting the same output. But what I did is, I'm just using, what I can tell, I'm just using this array name and then I'm printing it. So I think so you guys have, if anyone like didn't understand, you can just ask me. So I think everyone understood. Nikhil and others, as actually you told, it is correct only. Okay, any doubts? So what is the definition for concatenation?
Merges two or more array into a single array.
Okay, I'll just write. And join I can also tell. Okay, it is used to concatenate both the arrays, or else to merge I can tell. This will be very simple. It merges the concatenation method merges the array. Okay, so I'll just comment this and let us go for the next method. So what is our next method? That is concatenation is also there, and copy with. So all these things that you guys just check out. So this is the thing like that you will be. So just wait for a minute. Okay. So and another thing is that is slice and splice. So let us just see about these two things. Actually, this two is important, and these three things you guys just try. Okay, what is copy within, and so on. So that is nothing but. So let us see the output. What is the output? See here what I have taken. The same thing. Document.getElement by id of h1, and I am just inserting fruits, and over here the for the splice actually it has two things, that is the first starting point and the ending point. So let us see the output, so you will just come to know. So I'll just comment one of this, and where is this array? Why am I not able to get? Actually I have commented this one also, this data. See, so what is the changes that you can see? It is removing the what? What it is removing? The slice method. Hmm? Guys, what is it is what which one it is removing? The slice method.
The first element.
Hmm?
The first element from the array.
First element from the array. Are you sure? Hmm? So that only I told you guys to go through. It is not removing. Slice. See, since I have given 1 and this one as, I'll just take it as 1. So what is the output of the array? Which one it is removing? It is not removing anything. This index number, see 1 and 2 if I give, what it is printing? Hmm? What it is printing?
It's just copying from the existing array.
Yeah, from here to here it is taking, right? Slice, correct na?
Yes, sir.
And that one I am storing in this array, that is nothing but slice, and I will be placing over here. So if you want I can also change this name. Okay, that is See, I'm slicing the orange. Suppose, what if I want to slice apple? I'll be giving zeroth index. Okay, I'll be giving the zeroth index, and till mango, if I want to do, I'll be using 3. Suppose if I only want to do the apple, what I should do?
0,1.
Huh? You need to pass it 1.
1. Yeah.
Why? See, this one starting, this one is there, right? This one is index value. This is not an index value. So the starting point and how many values, that is 2 value or 3 value, so on. So this is an index number and this is the value. Got it, right? So how this is working in the sense, so in this comma brackets I'll write index and value. So this is how it is working. Correct, right? So what is the definition that they have done, given? So this is just actually they have told you how to do that. So what is the position that they have done? So you don't need to worry about this. So what is the definition that you can give? Hmm? What is the definition that you can give?
Copy is a part of, copy is a element from the existing array.
Actually, we cannot tell copy. It's just slices you can tell, or else you can also tell copy. But meaningfully, you can just tell slices the part of the array, or else you can, as you told, you can just tell part. Okay, it slices the part of the, or slice, or copy the part of the array, you can tell. Okay, so that is what it is doing basically. And what is the meaning of splice? Anyone have gone through? So this is nothing but the definition, right? Yeah. So what is happening here? Anyone can see? Hmm? What is happening here? What is happening here?
Replacing the
Yeah, correct.
element from the.
So what is the definition again? You can just tell replacing the element from the array. Okay, you just see the same thing, only it is working over here also. Okay, this is nothing but the index value and the data, that is replace data. So whatever the thing that replace, I can just tell data or value. Okay, so this is how the syntax will be for this one. So rest 3 you can, that is not much important, you can just try that. Okay, So this one you guys can just try it out. And there is also something that you can do using all these things, that is search method and sorting, all these things you can just try it out. Okay, so these are the things that usually we will be doing. And coming to the string methods, actually this is one of the important thing that you need to know. Okay, including that, so you guys just try all these things. So string dot length is nothing but whenever you are just similarly whatever the thing that you have done, everything is same, that is string length. mm, what is the thing that they have taken? See, you can just have I commented all these things? Yeah, I'll also comment this one. I'll just show you fast and fast, you guys just try these things. Okay, so what is the thing? Output, yeah, see the length of the string. So it even includes the space of this. Okay, this is an hello world, that is an one example. See, if I just take this, how many things is there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So I'll just refresh this. See, okay, so I'm just taking one of the string, that is hello world, and that one I'm doing. So instead of this, what you can do, you can just make this as let string equals so. And how to pass this now, how to calculate, anyone can tell? So this string now will be over here. Either you can do or like that, and either you can just pass the data and you can just pass it as length. Okay, both the things you can do. So, and what is the next? I think so you are just understanding, like you are getting this point, whatever the thing I'm telling. Any doubt? So how this string was been done, and you guys also just frame the thing. So this is your assignment for today. So you guys just to go through, because everything, every methods will be similar, but slight methods names might be changed, and this one is nothing but to all it will be changed to the uppercase and the lowercase. Okay, so you can just try all these things. And caret, and caret is nothing but whatever the number you pass over there, that is whatever the index value you pass over there. So I'll also tell you that caret, so including this string I'll do string of caret 5. So whatever, what is the thing it is there in the 5, it is w. What if I write as 0, it is h. So this is how it works. So any doubts you can ask me. Okay, so you just go through all these methods, so you will come to know. And similarly, what is the next method? Okay, first I'll write off all the methods, and then I'll only ask you. So it will be completed over here only. So let me write all the methods. By the way, even you guys also just go through, okay? In this gap, I'll just write off the all the methods. Hmm. So these are the methods, guys. So there are so many methods that are there. So let us just go through one by one. So I'll just display all the things one by one. So you can also just go through this, okay? Hmm. So first method that we have learned is nothing but length is done, so on is done. So this one caret. So I told you caret. So what is the use of again caret? So caret is used to uh, like whatever the number index value it is there, that one it will be showing, okay? And this data it is showing 104. So what is the use of this? So why it is showing 104, guys? Any idea? Hmm? Guys, any idea why it is showing 104?
No, sir.
No, none of you. You know there is something called as ASCII codes for the number. Huh? You just
Yes, sir.
search. Yeah,
Heard
ASCII
of it.
codes. ASCII codes. You know, right? For each and ASCII code starts from that is 56, correct, right? So that is the ASCII key code for the number, okay, for this number. So whatever the thing that is, so if suppose if I want to change it to the ASCII value of E is 128. Suppose if I write A, and if I just mention this as 1, sorry, that's 0, it is 95. And the capital A starts from 65. I told you, right? See how it starts now. 65 is the value of A is 65 and B is, suppose if I write B, that is B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q. So everything it has the, I'll just change one by one to, sorry, 0 after 1, and then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, it is just shining. So there is something called as ASCII values. Okay, it shows that code for this one, because the system just cannot understand the user defined language. So all this user defined language will be converted to the ASCII code, and then only it is, so system can only understand ASCII code. That is what is now. What is ASCII code? What is the full form of ASCII code? You guys just go and search. That is nothing but American Standard something word is there. Okay, you can just go and see. That is ASCII. MCA students, what? I am not getting any reply from you guys. And this is caret is nothing but whatever the, this is also similar to this caret, that is only at you will be using over. Okay, this is also similar to this one only. See, it is also similar to the same method. So whatever the index value you apply over there, you will be getting that one. And slice method, actually you know how it is working. Slice method, it is nothing but it takes the index value and it slices till 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So whatever the index value if I give, it will, if I don't give any index value, it takes the whole thing. Okay, so if I want to stop till 10, I'll be able to stop it till 10. And what is the use of index of? So index of, in the sense, so I am using O over here. So if I want to find the index value of some element, that is A, or A I'll take, the index value of capital A is 0. It is presenting 0. So it is usually showing the index value. And what is the next thing? The last index. So what is the last index value of 0? So what is the last index value of 0? I think so you have got confused by this one. Correct, right? So imagine guys, if this data only, I'll just delete this hello, and I'll copy this one only, and I'll print some 4 times. I have just printed that one. Index value of O. index value of O I will take. It is showing 82. So why it is showing 82? You might ask, sir, it is only over here only, right? Right? It is starting only, no, it is not an 82. So why it is showing 82, guys? So this is this how this one is working in the sense. See, it shows the index value of last index value of this 0. Okay, so 0 is present over here. Suppose if I just mention A, you should tell that it is in the form of it, where it is at the beginning, right? So it is at the 68. See here only you are able to get, you're just recognizing the last index value. So that is, this one is in the form of 68. This is in the 68th value. Okay, for if you want, I'll just take some letter. See, it is just moving. Are you able to see? If I just type any of this letter, the index value is getting changed. It is affecting over here. Okay, similarly like that also, the first index also it is there. First index method also will be there. You can also use that one. And what is the next thing? That is, so this method I'll just tell you, okay, whether it is matching or what, it will just show you. So how it in the sense, it will just take whether the string is matching or what. So this method I'll just tell you, this is a new method actually. This one I'll just tell you. You don't worry about this one. Just remind me that next class. But you can also just go through this one, okay? And replace is nothing but you can just replace one of the value. So instead of that, whatever the thing that if you want to replace, you will be able to replace. So here I'll be replacing in the form of a, that is the form of a. I'll be, see, in all the, where all this a is there, where all this a is there, have just replaced it. Okay, but it is, you might ask, it is only, just see, it is only applicable in the first form. So if I want to, just a minute. So it is only the replace, it is only applicable in the first part. It is not replacing, sorry, it is not replacing, as I told previously, it is not replacing in the all the things. It is only replacing the first one. Okay, so even you guys just go through this one. And the next thing is search. So it is also searching. So if the element that you are searching now, if it is not present, it will show you -1. If that is present, it will show you the index value. So I'll just write off if it is present in 5. So it is showing 5. So see, it is present in the 5th index. Right? It is present here, it is showing. So I'll just remove this data, the extra data which I have added, so or else you might get confused. And what is the next thing? Slice. So usually before, the same definition only applies over here also, it is, it just slices all the things. If I just pass it, it will be like this. So if you want a space between, you will be able to apply this space. Okay, so it is just converting as a string, everything as a string. So any doubts till here? Similarly, you can also, I'll be sharing this file for you, so also you guys just try all this and create your the definitions same. And the thing that this thing is two uppercase and two lowercase. See, I have written all the things in uppercase, right? But it is showing in the lowercase. So this method, that is, so this method it is showing in the lowercase, and this one it is showing in the uppercase. So what I can do is I can just change all these data. So whatever the data which I have already, I can just change it to the uppercase, and I can lowercase, and I can show you. I can show you this uppercase data. Okay, so when this will be useful in the sense, see one thing capital, one thing see one is in capital form and one is in normal case. At that time when you use, no, at that time it will be very useful to display the data. And trim is also there, so you can just all go through this. All are simple only, you can just go through this. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can just ask me in the next class. And the next thing is something called as objects. So, and I'll also be sharing this image, object methods. So where is that object methods? Yeah, this one. So here it is there, like how to create one of the objects. So you just have a concept of this one, and rest thing I'll be telling you in the tomorrow's class. Okay, so if you guys have any doubts, you can just ask me. I'll also be sharing this in the group. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can just ask me now.